72. If I turned sideways and stuck my tongue out, you thought it was a zipper. Mentally, I was ready for the challenge. Physically, I was a little inept. But fortunately enough for me, as a sophomore, Coach Patino came in and looked at me as the glass being half full instead of half empty. And I wasn't the guy who was going to wow you with my physical presence, but I did love it. I was willing to work, and my teammates and I got into a situation with Coach Patino and his staff where they spent an enormous amount of time with us individually on our game, and we got ourselves into a situation where we could compete in the SEC, and that's what I want to do for our players. We're going to spend an enormous amount of time with these guys individually. I believe if I can make the individual parts better, then I can make that makes the whole better. And I think in coaching sometimes the X's and O's are important. Make no mistake about that. Having very, very talented, the best players we can get, make no mistake about it, is very, very important. But I think that having a relationship with those young men, that takes time. You got to invest in those guys. And whether it's before practice, during practice, or after practice, they got to know what you care about. And our coaching staff is going to do that for those guys. It's been a little bit of a whirlwind for me. I think we're on day 10 right now. I'm not sure. I know it's not quite been 2 weeks yet, but been working very hard. Anytime you take over a program, there's a lot of things going on, and my first order of business was to take care of the fellas and to make sure that they understood that I knew what they had been through in a coaching change. I know some of the thoughts and the feelings that you're having. Okay, and I want to reassure them that they're going to get a clean slate with me. I will not judge them on the past, and I'll only judge them on what they do with me. I don't have a doghouse. Every day's new. But make no mistake about it, you don't do the right things, I am going to be there to make sure that there's discipline handed out to them. We got 6 seniors. I had a special senior year. I want to make sure those guys have a special senior year. I'm going to do my part, and I want them to make sure that they do their part. Told them that they make sure they need to conduct themselves in the right way around campus, and that they had needed to finish up the semester the correct way. And I think that at this point in time, 10 days in, I've got them all scared to death. So hopefully that continues. Obviously, recruiting for us is a very important issue, as it always is. And we've got a couple of scholarships. We're going to see what we can do right now between now and the end of the signing period. Maybe we can add a player or two that can help us next season. Obviously, we want to get started on the underclassmen recruiting because that is the lifeblood to our program. We've got a state right now that's tremendous, and we've got to try to build up walls around this place and not let anybody out or anybody in. And also, I've been trying to put together a staff. I've got 2 guys on board, Tommy and Matt Figger, who's back in the office as my director of basketball operations. I've got 2 other guys right now in mind, but hopefully by the end of the weekend, that will be done as well. So that's going to be a big relief for me. The other thing is I'm looking forward to getting my family here. I was scheduled to bring my son in the other day, and my wife is Tracy, and I got a 10-year-old son, Jackson, and my daughter is 7, Grace, and they had planned on coming back with me, and so I said, listen, Tracy, I'm on the road recruiting. You're not going to see me, and if you get lost in Fayetteville, you can't be calling me when I'm in Pittsburgh. I said, I don't know my way around. I don't know what to tell you right now. So she decided not to take on that just yet with those guys having a lot of sports going on. But my son, when I first told him, Jax, I just accepted the job at Arkansas, and he smiled real big and immediately broke out crying and ran to his room. I said, well, that went well. My daughter, she was fine with it. Wherever Dad's going, she's going. But the next morning when I got up, actually, I'd already been up about 4:30 because I was so excited. But at the time he got up, he'd already been on the internet and started bringing me some Razorback tidbits on Razorbacks. So it didn't take long to win him over. But I'm looking forward to getting him up here with me, and they are really, really excited about it being at the University of Arkansas. I know there's somebody else that's got to speak. I want to get off here, but I want to thank you. I'm excited to be your coach. And I'm
yeah.
seeing all you guys.
Houston Nutt came to the University of Arkansas as the head football coach in 1998. He brought with him an offensive line coach who has never left. Since 1998, Arkansas has been #1 or